It's Max Stallion YT here. How are you all today? So I've just come down to the shop and I've literally just pulled over because my phone's just vibrated. So I thought I'd just look instead of doing things wrong. Right, I'm in the JCB 8000. What is it? The 8310, if I'm not mistaken. So this is the the 310 horsepower version. So it's got a bit of oh, I didn't mean to click that. It's got a bit of horses under the hood. So on the break I picked up all the rest of the grass that was up on that top field that we started getting to yesterday and picking up with a forage wagon, and I've taken it back down to the yard as the sheep had enough and I didn't know where to store it anywhere else. There was nowhere else to store it, should I say. So I've decided that for today's episode we will go and take a look at fields number 19 and number 18, and possibly because according to the map, which I will show you in a second when I get this back into the yard, because I'm going to seed one of the fields today and I'm going to tell you in a minute what I'm going to put in it, because I think it'd be a nice little episode or two one day in the future. So there you go. As you can see, I've brought the rest of the grass that was up at that top field. Was it field 22? That field there. When we mowed that yesterday, and then we picked half of it up and we fast forwarded time for some unknown reason. I can't remember why. And then the other half of it was still laid down. So I picked it all up and brought it back here, as I thought this is the closest place, where we can access it quickly if we need it. So I've not put that tractor away yet because I wanted to go and pick up this seeder, which we will take a look at in a minute. I'm going to obviously show you guys in today's episode how I use Courseplay to do seeding and the refilling of the seeder. If it empties out, while we've got a course running with a hired worker on it, then he'll obviously, like with the fertilizer, he will close everything up on the, well, not close it up, but he'll shut the seeder off, and then he will also then fold it up and proceed to drive down back to the farm to refill it, and then he will then turn around and go back to the point where he left off, and he'll then carry on. But like I keep saying, that's what they're supposed to do, and 8 or 9 times out of 10 that's what generally happens. They do it, but then there's a slight problem along the way, so you've got to be pretty careful and pretty precise in making your courses, especially if you've got narrow lanes and tight turns and things like that, because the way Courseplay works with the speed and everything, it takes it from the recording. So if you're driving down this road, and like me, you see I've got my foot flat on the accelerator and I'm not even looking where I'm going, foot flat, and it's kind of wobbling all over the place, the speed's quite high, realistically we want to be around that speed for Courseplay to work okay, about 22 or 23, maybe a bit faster, maybe 30, about that speed. Then Courseplay, he can manage alright, but the problem is when he comes into a turn, is the speed drops dramatically and he turns really sharp and he tends to get himself stuck. But like I said, we will try and overcome that when we come to making the recording. What I might do is I might actually just oh, we want to go up here, don't we? Yeah, that was close. I nearly drove off the end of the map then. Like that could actually be quite weird, because I know for a fact if you look at these hedges, they've got collisions on them, so Courseplay likes to get stuck on them. quite a lot. So I think to my left we've got field 19. Damn it, trees. Yeah, you've got field 19 there, and then on this side you've got, actually I tell you what, we'll get out and I'll do this. I like this. It's part of the creators tool thing that you get, the mod that you can download. So this is field number 18, and that is field 19 and 20. Now I think today I'm going to concentrate on this field here, number 18. So we'll get back into the JCB and we'll go back into the cab, and we will turn in here. Now this is already being cultivated, so this is okay to just go ahead and seed. I don't see any reason why we can't do that, but we'll find out, I suppose. Right, so now you bring up your course plate and you want to be in the fertilizing and seeding. Actually, no, you don't listen to that. You want to be in point A to point B, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, guys. I'm not a professional at this. You know, don't take my advice seriously. Just kind of use it as an idea. Now what you want to do is you want to go back to there. What if you click off of that, you want to go back to that one here. It's the transfer drive from start to finish. That's going to be the one that we are going to use. Now you're going to start the course recording. Now you can close course play and you can come out, and obviously again you've got your little markers that come up. So what we're going to do on this one is I'm going to go back into the cab and I'm going to do this as realistic as I possibly can. So we'll keep the speed. Actually what we'll do is we will use that and drop it down to about 30. I'm not paying attention. So to be quite honest, I was just I'll be honest with you, I was just doing that, trying to bring speed down, and I just said we'll use, and then all of a sudden my phone then decided to start using Google voice recognition. So I need to turn that off so that doesn't happen again. So like I say, if we just take this course nice and steady and we drive in a half decent manner, then you know we should be able to make it there and back without courseplay having too much problems. Okay guys, so we're just coming back round into the farm now, and I just stepped on the accelerator for some unknown reason. Right, there we go, so we'll turn around here. Oh, do you know what? I think I may have knackered this up, guys. Actually, hang on a second. We may have been okay. Pause it, delete. And now we want to kind of position ourselves back on this little dot here as best we can. I think that's pretty good. Yeah, look at that. So we'll unpause it. Now, I hope if you guys are listening to what I'm doing that you don't make that mistake. That is definitely a rookie mistake and cannot be accepted. So I do apologise for that, guys. I will pay more attention. So I'll just head down here a minute, and then we'll slow down. Because what I think the best way for this is, if you can see the tyre marks that we used already, I think if we kind of just follow them around, we'll be okay, because I filled up on it and we didn't have a problem at all. I just hope Courseplay doesn't decide to take it a bit wider than what we do. So we'll just go back out here. Right, so we're just pulling up back to the field. Now I've still got the course going, I haven't cancelled it, and I'm still trying to drive as good as I can. You know, be as tidy as I can, try not get the courses all mixed up, just in case we do have to, you know, drive another tractor down here. You know, if we're possibly harvesting like corn or something and we've got a really good yield, and we're running more than one tractor, sometimes that can be a bit of a problem as well if they're using the same route. So right, now that we're back in the field, as you can tell, you just want to go and click on the stop button. Now that should have done this correctly. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to adjust the speed. And we're going to drop that to 40 because I was driving at 40 and I think that was okay. So automatic from the cars for no, we'll just do maximum of 40. Turn speed we'll put to 7. Field speed we can increase that to 25. Reversing speed is fine. Maximum speed, yes. Always use that. Yes, yes. Okay. I'll explain that more in detail another time. I just want to make sure this is going to work because we're kind of like halfway through this episode and I don't really want to go too far over now. Of course it's not going to work, is it? Bloody thing. See what I mean by cosplay? Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But right, that should do it now. If it doesn't, there's something wrong. So he should see what I mean. He just flies round corners. He doesn't think, oh, okay, you know, maybe I should slow down because there's a corner. No, it's just full speed. I'm going for it. Well, so far so good. We're still going, but we'll see how he gets on with the trickier turns here. Excuse me. So, well, I couldn't have explained myself better, could I really? Now, that possibly could be down to a mistake that I've done somewhere along the line, but that's just how I see this thing to work sometimes, and it can get quite annoying, you know, especially when you want to get on with what you want to do and then all of a sudden it doesn't work. There we go. Alright, so in theory they should now, okay, we're going to fill up with fuel instead. I suppose that's okay. Tractor will never run out of diesel. Right, so it's a bit tight here, right? He missed that one, that's good. And he cleared that one, that's good. Is he gonna feel? Yeah, never mind. Now back out towards the field. So once again we're just coming back into the field, or the entrance towards the field anyway, and so far so good. We managed to do okay around those turns. I think what I've done is I've basically just changed the setting to, you know, how I would do the corners, and it'd pick it up from there, but it does a maximum of 40 if it can. Yeah, see how it slows right down for the corners, so that's good. That's what we want. So we can stop him there. And we can save this as field 18 seed refill. Save that. Now we can clear that. I'm just thinking what's the best corner to start. So we're going to do that one. So I think what we will do is possibly... No, I don't want to do that. Possibly. What are you doing? What are you trying to do? Just reverse, damn it. Okay, right. So, field. We are in field 18. That one. 6 meters, fair enough. Starting corner, southwest, going north, And we will do 3 headlands. Okay, okay. We will then right, so now that that's sorted, we'll just spin round here like that. And we'll just do it like that. And we will save this as field 18 6-meter seed. I didn't mean to do the hashtag at the end of it, but anyway. Then what you want to do is you want to cancel them both. Go to this one, and you want to load that one, and then that one. Make sure you're on the seeding one. First waypoint, off you go. So he'll now obviously fold that up, and then he'll be on his way. So we'll just, alright, so he's gonna do this now, is he? See, this is, wait, what? Where are you going, mate? Oh, no, 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 stop. Why is it doing that? Right. Okay. I did not know that. Did not realise that when it gets to like 34% it needs to be refilled. So it's a good job we did that, guys. So we'll add that on. We'll just reverse a little bit. And now's your time to shine, Mr. Mr. JCB. I think what we'll do, guys, is we'll make this a 2-part episode. So this will be episode like 5, part 1, and this is going to be the section where I obviously tell you guys how to use Courseplay for seeding and refilling this field, refilling the seeder when they're seeding. So then what we'll do is in tomorrow's episode we will continue with the rest of the seeding, and you can then obviously take a good look at how Courseplay does and some other little features that Courseplay has to offer, and I'll explain a few of those tomorrow while it's busy seeding away. So yeah, unless you are interested in Courseplay, then the next 2 episodes can be quite useful to you. If you're not really that much into Courseplay, or unfortunately, like Martin, he really likes the whole idea of having Courseplay, but they can't use it on your Xbox and PlayStation platforms. It's only for PC, which I think is quite a downer, really, because it's such a fantastic little mod. When it works properly, it's great, absolutely fantastic. You can't fault it. It's just, I just can't understand why they couldn't, make a format and put it out for the other platforms. So I think there'd be a lot of other users there that play it that'd like to use it. So the next 2 episodes, guys, like I said, 5.1 and 5.2 are going to be focused mainly on Courseplay. So as I said before, if that's not your kettle of fish, then tune in for like episode 6, where we'll probably be doing something along the lines of sorting out Oh, so we managed to make that turn okay. We will be probably sorting out some more of the sheep story. You know, checking to see how they're doing, cleaning up anything if they need it. You know, give them some water and stuff like that. And then what we might do as well is we might actually go and take a look at maybe contracting for another farmer on one of the bigger fields so that we can get the price down as much as we possibly can to this is a good little course we've set up here, everyone, because now it actually gets the fertilizer as well as the seeds. That is really good. I didn't even realise that. Champion. Yeah. Right, so what we'll do, guys, is I'll just wait for this to make its way back round, and we'll probably think about calling it a day. So that's a 3-in-1 course, that, guys. So it refills your tractor, it then refills the seeder with fertilizer, and it refills the seeder and takes it back to the farm, and it now makes this turn that in the first place it wanted to end up on field number 3 by going, you know, Dukes of Hazzard straight over the top. But we managed to sort that out, so I'm happy with that. So I think that's it for this episode. I'm going to take a break here, and we'll continue this tomorrow. If you have enjoyed watching this episode, guys, please head down below and leave me a like. Every single one helps. So thank you all very much for watching. I'm MaxStallion YT, and I will see you all tomorrow at the same time and at the same place, and I look forward to it. Bye bye for now.